Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about all the dining options on the NCL Bliss. Come join us. Hey everyone, Johnny from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to our channel. If it's your first time here, we're just a travel agency trying to give you some great information about cruising, cruise ships, cruise lines, all things that go on with cruising. If that sounds good to you, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. Check out some of our videos. Today, we're digging into all the dining options on the NCL Bliss. Yesterday, we did a little bit of a ship overview, what the ship's all about. Today, we're talking about all the complimentary and a la carte and specialty dining options on the ship. So we're going to start off with the complimentary items or things that are included in your cruise fare. The first one we're going to talk about is Taste and Savor. They're the two main dining rooms. They are situated across from each other on deck 6. You can go there whenever you want. Beautiful part about NCL freestyle dining. Just show up. If there's a line, they will let you know how long it's going to be. They'll give you a little beeper, just as if you were on land and you went to your local whatever restaurant, Cheesecake Factory, and you showed up. They'll just give you a little thing. You can wait or you can come back. So that is the first of our restaurants. Next up is the Manhattan Room. Same exact food as Taste and Savor. It's just in a nicer environment. So this is going to be in the back of the ship, and you're going to get some live music during dinner. There's like sometimes they do like a jazz band or, just kind of mellow dinner music, like a singer-songwriter type music. And then some nights in there, they will have some Latin ballroom dancing, those type of things going on. It's a lot of fun. I like the Manhattan Room a lot. It's a really nice, different environment for a free restaurant. It's not your big old, everybody just piles into the dining room and everybody's sitting there and it's noisy. This is fun. There's some singing going on. It's a nice little ambiance, let's say. Next up, let's talk about the Local. This used to be Ocean's. It's now the Local. All the newer ships have the Local. It's your typical sports bar now. It's a little more of a modern take on what Ocean's was, like a British pub kind of. Same food. You're going to have all of your options there. This is, again, complimentary. It is open just about 24 hours a day. You can go in there for late night snacks. You can go there for things early in the morning, whatever you want. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. Breakfast, obviously, is your standard breakfast, and then it changes up for lunch and dinner with like pretzel bites, wings, fish and chips, all those things you would find in a sports bar. Burgers, hot dogs, those kind of things. So that's that. Next up is the Garden Cafe, which is your buffet option on the ship. Standard buffet. They do also have late night snacks, which is really fun around 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. You could head up there, get some chips and salsa, some hot dogs. They have some fruit, cookies, all kinds of things. If you just want to grab something and go get it before you go to bed. If you've been on Royal Caribbean, this is kind of the answer to the Promenade Cafe and Sorrento's. You can either go to the Local or up to the Garden Buffet at night and get some free snacks, which is actually pretty nice. A couple other free options, but they're free with conditions. Well, the first one's not. So Observation Lounge, totally free. There are snacks up there morning, afternoon, and evening. There's tea and coffee up there most of the day and night. You can go up there and just have a nice cup of coffee in the evening. It's beautiful up there. It's beautiful during the day wherever you're sailing. If you're going to Alaska, just spectacular views from the Observation Lounge. You can grab some complimentary food up there. Next up, it is complimentary, but you have to be staying in a studio, which is the Studio Lounge. Morning, noon, and night, there are snacks there, cookies, cakes, fruit, some wraps sometimes, yogurt parfaits, those type of things. But again, you have to be staying in the studio complex in order to get in there. It is a key card access area. The next three are all for Haven guests only, so they are complimentary. You just have to be staying in the Haven. You have the Haven Lounge. You have the Haven Restaurant, where there are no guests permitted. It's just Haven guests only. And the Horizon Lounge, which is the upper deck of the Observation Lounge, is strictly for Haven guests. So those are all complimentary. Some of them come with some conditions where you have to be staying in a specific room, but there you go. Next up, it's listed as complimentary, which technically it is, which is room service. Room service is technically complimentary. You just pay a service charge to have it delivered. So it's $9.95 to have it delivered, but you can get as much food as you want. You can order 3 cabins worth of food and get it delivered to your room. Next up, one of my favorites, Food Republic. You want a little taste of everything. It's like a little tapas restaurant. You go in, you have an iPad, you sit down, you just order. You can order some sushi rolls, some, you name it, hot apps, some Asian food, some Mexican food. There's a bunch of different options that you could choose from. It's great. I love it. It's a fun concept. Next is Cagney's. Cagney's is the traditional steakhouse on NCL. It's very good. It is located above the Manhattan Room, so you're going to look down into the Manhattan Room there. Standard steakhouse, you're going to have some steak options, some chicken, you'll have lamb, and one or two seafood options, usually branzino and salmon. But you do have some options there, so you can get something if you're not just a meat eater. And then all your sides and everything else. Next is Teppanyaki. Teppanyaki is the hibachi and sushi restaurant. It's a lot of fun. We'll do a review of it later in the week, but teppanyaki is a blast. It is our go-to on sail-away night for NCL. It's where we go after the ship sails away. It's a great way to start your vacation. Just a ton of fun there. Next is Los Lobos, which is going to be your Mexican and Spanish cuisine there. Really good. You can't complain about it at all. It's not my favorite of the restaurants. We'll do a review later, but it's very good. It's a good place to get some food. Not sure it should be like a la carte would probably be better, but we'll talk about that later. Le Bistro, French restaurant, absolutely my favorite. Right on deck 6 there, midship, underneath the chandelier. You could sit inside or kind of out in the promenade there. It is really, really, really good. My favorite NCL restaurant. All right, next we're going to talk about Cuse Texas Smokehouse. This is just like a good old-fashioned country bar. You head in there at night. They have country bands playing. There's live music usually almost every night. All your smoked foods, your sausage, your brisket, all of those things that you would get if you went to a smokehouse, and it's surprisingly pretty good. Again, we'll do a review later this week, but another fun option to eat on the cruise ship, and it is specialty dining, so there is an additional cost. Next up, Ocean Blue, just a spectacular seafood restaurant. This is one of the few options where the specialty restaurants on Norwegian blows away the ones on Royal, and it's between Hooked and Ocean Blue, and there is no contest. This restaurant is amazing. Up next, we have La Cucina, Italian restaurant. You're going to get different kinds of pastas. You're going to get your pizzas here. Again, not my favorite specialty restaurant here from an Italian perspective, but again, we'll do a review. This is located on deck 8 as you're wandering down across from Sid Norman's there and across from the cigar bar there. They do have a great wine list here, and you can get some amazing wine there. Okay, next we're going to talk about American Diner. This is Norwegian's response to Johnny Rockets. It is just your 50s kind of diner. Milkshakes, burgers, hot dogs, chicken sandwiches, those type of things, fries, onion rings. And that is up on the pool deck, on deck 15, I believe. Then we have a few left, and these are more a la carte options. One is Coco's, where you're going to get chocolates, crepes, some ice cream. You have Starbucks, which is a full Starbucks. It's a legit, like, walk-in Starbucks where you could sit down, have your coffee, be a hipster, hang out, work on your computer, the whole 9 yards. It's a real Starbucks on a ship. It's not just like a kiosk. Then we have Dolce Gelato, which is on the waterfront on deck 8 as you're walking around the ship. You can stop there, get some ice cream, get some candies, and then the bake shop, which is located right inside where Dolce Gelato is on the waterfront. It's on deck 8, right inside the door there. And you can get your baked goods, some cakes, cookies, candies, things like that there. Whole bunch of stuff. So macaroons, those type of things. So those are your dining options on NCL Bliss. Do you have a favorite restaurant? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks everyone so much for watching the videos. We really do appreciate it. You have no idea. And tomorrow we'll talk about all of the entertainment and activities. Thanks so much. Bye.